we don't always know the way. We don't always know the right next move. And at times we might think that we do know the right next move, and then we take that and it leads nowhere. It leads us back to where we were in the beginning, and that can be discouraging. That can throw a lot of people off the rails, so to speak. But if you can recognize that in each moment that you quote unquote fail, that you are thrown off the rails, there's an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. And the lesson to be learned isn't always super obvious. Sometimes it's kind of elusive, kind of mysterious, and that's okay. But if you're able to stay receptive and open to new possibilities, then revelation is bound to be bestowed upon you, I guess you could say. But that's also sometimes easier said than done. So, what should we do in these times that things don't seem to be going our way and it's really like weighing us down, really clouding our minds? You need to become present. And by present, I mean grounded in this present moment that you're experiencing right now. Because all of this frustration, anxiety, maybe even anger, sadness, whatever that you're experiencing is happening. I don't want to say at a distance, it's happening in this present moment, but it's keeping you from truly being grounded in the present moment. And in the present moment is where clarity arises. So to dwell in the confusion is only going to breed more confusion. To dwell in the anxiety is only going to breed more anxiety. So the solution is not to continue to worry about what you need to do and fret and whatever you're doing. The solution is actually just to slow down, breathe, focus on your breath, and bring yourself back to this present moment and realize that everything is okay. Yes, objectively, your life isn't as you want it to be yet, but everything is okay. Nothing, you wouldn't be able to be present if things weren't okay. You would be gone. You would no longer be alive. And I'm not saying this in some sort of insensitive way, like I don't understand your situation. Perhaps you have a really crappy situation that you're in. But regardless of that, you still have the ability to bring yourself to the present moment and to bring yourself to that stillness, that okayness. And only from that will the next step become clear to you. But you have to cultivate this ability to bring yourself to the present moment. And a lot of us aren't cultivating this ability. A lot of us are just going through the motions, kind of almost sleepwalking through life in a way where it's just one reaction to the next, to the next, to the next. And we're just constantly reacting to everything that's happening around us. And that can become very overwhelming very quickly. And unless you slow down and almost separate yourself from all of that, you're not going to be able to see the simple fact that all of that is separate from this present moment. And all of that is honestly is just a story that you're telling yourself that's keeping you trapped in that same narrative. It's almost like it's like a closed circuit loop that you keep yourself in by focusing on the worry, the anxiety, the negativity, because you think, all right, I have this problem. So obviously I should be focusing on how to solve my problem. But if you understand how your mind works and how consciousness works, is by you focusing on how to solve your problem is just breeding more problem. It can be kind of difficult to see, but if you really look at it, imagine that everything that you're focusing on is what you're outputting. So if you're focusing on struggle and anxiety due to this perceived problem that you have, what you're going to breed more of in your mind is struggle and anxiety. And the only way to break that closed circuit loop is to realize that you're in the loop, first of all, and you realize that by bringing yourself back to the present moment. And then once you do that, like I said, you are now open to actually receiving the solution, because the solution is not going to come to you from your worrying and your intellectualizing and your stressing. The solution is going to come to you while you're taking a shower or while you're on a walk with your dog, because the true solutions that move us forward and up in levels of consciousness are coming from a level of consciousness that's higher than our current sense of self. It's it's what I call intuition, you know, and you could consider it divine or whatever, spiritual. It's definitely spiritual. These, what's the word I want to use? These inspirations that come to you, if you really look at them, you'll realize that you're not really aware where they're coming from. They just kind of come to you. If you ever had like a really good idea, it just came to you. You didn't intellectualize and stress and think about it until the solution appeared. It's in those moments where you finally just say, screw this, and you let it go, that the solution finally comes to you. And I feel like we all know this deep down, but we forget it because we're so used to using our normal route of struggling and intellectualizing and speculating, because that's what we were taught to do, especially in the school systems. Like, you're taught to look at a problem and then figure out how to solve that problem. But many of the problems that we face, we simply don't have the intellectual tools to solve it. We have to give it up almost in order to receive that intuition, because your subconscious mind has all of the information that you need to solve your problem, but you're training your subconscious mind through your awareness to this problem, and you're telling it basically that I want more of this anxiety and this suffering and this struggle, by focusing on that. And so it's going to keep creating that experience in your life. So this is just something that I've been thinking about and helping myself stay aware. So this video is kind of for me, but I'm sure you can glean some value from it as well. So yeah, if you're struggling, if you are feeling stuck, just keep going and keep yourself grounded in the present moment, because that breakthrough, that inspiration that you are waiting for is going to come to you. And when it does, then it's going to be great. That's going to be all for this pretty short video, I think. What was this? 10 minutes actually. Thank you for watching. My name is Isaiah Coley, and as always, go be great. And also, if you want some one-on-one coaching, I have a link in the description to my website, and you can go sign up for a free 30-minute call with me. Peace.